Hi everyone, it's Anja here. I'm back with another video for Ophelia Crafts, and today we are using a lot of stuff. I just put it all together and I'm thinking, I should go back to just the one stamp set per card really, but I just started thinking about this card and, I added things and I ended up with all this. So there we go. So mainly it's Bunch of Blossoms. Which in the previous video I showed you how to stamp that, so I'm not going to stamp that anymore, and here is the punch that goes with it, so that's those things. Then I needed something to put the flower in, so I thought, well, one of the jars from the Jar of Love. Obvious choice, isn't it? And of course I needed the dies to cut out the jar, which I have already done, so I've got a jar there as well. Okay, so those things we are going to need, and then of course, yes, what else? I need background, I need edging, timeless textures. Then for a sentiment, these two here, so 1-inch circle punch and 1 1/4 inch scallop, round scallop punch. We also need glue and dimensionals, lots of them. Okay, so this is what we need. We have here, let's start with the basic things. We have here an insert and a card. Okay, so the insert we need to stamp. We also need to stamp the envelope. Then I have the first layer of sweet sugar plum, so that goes on there. And then I have the second layer of Very Vanilla. Very Vanilla. Do you know, I'm thinking Whisper White, and what does she say? Very Vanilla. So no, Whisper White. So first layer for the inside, second layer for the outside. And then I have a jar, which I stamped in basic grey, and I then cut it out using a die. And then in the previous video you can see how I made this, and you need 3 leaves, 2 big ones and 2 small flowers. And then this is also from this same die set, the ribbon for the pot and the bow for that pot. But we are going to start with our front, and as I always do, let's start with a bit of effect. Okay, so rather a lot on this side, not too much on this side, so I'm just going to go back and make this a little bit wider. But then here we're just going to really just do only a small amount. Okay, so more on this side than there is on that side. Okay, then we are going to turn this over, because that's when you get ink all over your page that you don't want. Then Sweet Sugar Plum with this nice image here, and that one goes like that. This one like here. I have not really shown you the card, have I? So yes. It's a surprise. There we go. Okay, so stop there because you need the space. Then we are going to take our jar. First of all, let me do this one. So this is like, the rim of, where we put the jar down, basically. Then I'm going to put the jar about there. So it's not attached, it's just laid on top, okay? And I'm going to ink up the green stem from the Jar of Love, so that comes with it. And let's just see, let's put it down. Yeah, you just need to make sure that your greenery is in your card there, it doesn't go over. And then you've stamped on your jar and on your paper, so that when you put it back together it looks like this. Okay, so Old Olive, it's too much there, and this sort of it all moved. this sort of goes a little bit over the edge like that. And yeah, every time the pot comes back up again. Okay, so you need 2 of those. And then I've got the stem from Bunch of Blossoms, and I'm just going to stamp that a couple of times to add a couple of stems in my pot, and I turn it round. I mean, it doesn't really matter whether or not it tallies up because you won't be able to see it, but you just need to make sure that you've got enough stems in your pot. Oh, this is not going to work, is it? That's a bit so that it looks like you have enough stems for the flowers that are going to be peeping out. Okay, so that's that. Then we are going to put these like so, right? So this is when the dimensionals are going to be coming in. So one you're going to stick down, and one you're going to put straight on. So the bottom one is going to go straight on there, and then these ones here will be going as a dimensional. So let's put some dimensionals on here and on there, and let's just do everything, shall we, with dimensionals, make it easy on ourselves. I'm just going to put it on the front then. Okay, we still have the sentiment to do and the inside, the envelope. Woohoo, there's a lot of work. There we go. This one here, and then the green leaves are sort of used to, yes, I didn't get it right there. Let's just cut off a little bit there. All the others are fine. There. Just so that, you know, it sort of hides the fact that there's no stems there, basically. There. Okay, and then we can put this well, let's just put a dimensional on there, or half of one I think we'll need. Oh dear. Oh, I thought there was one cut off then. There was. There we go. See? There we are. Right, so now that's our front done. Let's do the inside. Let's go back to our dirty page and let's do a little corner here. I'm still loving this effect, as you can tell. There, and then just a little smaller part there. Then we are going to need an extra bit of white paper, and we're going to stamp the Grateful for a Friend Like You, because it fits really nicely in this look. Perfection. And then before we glue this down, we're going to take some of these out of here, because we're going to be gluing this in between anyway. So, you know, you don't need to have a whole piece of paper there, do you? Nobody's going to see it. Look. There, gone. Okay, so you do have to make sure you don't touch the glue that's in the holes, otherwise you'll have sticky fingers. Oh dear. There we go. And then we have our base. We've got some more dimensionals to put on here. Put it in the middle, and then another dimensional, and I just put it sort of so it leans against the jar. And then we have, of course, here our insert, and then you can write whatever you want in there, obviously. And then we also need to do the envelope, which I was going to keep quite simple, just like that. And there's a dimensional stuck on there. Right, there we go. So I hope you enjoyed this card, and I hope you will try it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.